Welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a look at the engagement campaign. The engagement campaign. So this is the second campaign type, or really the second phase we're in campaign structure. So the role of the engagement campaign is to turn subscribers into converts by prescribing, and that's very important, prescribing the next logical step based on what you know they're currently interested in. All right, so let's step back for a second and go here. All right, let's take a look here. If we're paying attention to the steps of the customer journey, someone at this point has become aware that you exist. They've started to engage with your brand. They've engaged enough to subscribe, right? They've subscribed, but they have not really moved from step 3 to step 4. Right? We're really focusing in this phase on moving people from the subscribe phase to the convert phase. All right, the subscribe to convert. So, back to storyboarding your engagement campaign. This is the phase where we turn subscribers into converts, right? Subscribers into converts. But one question that you'll have to answer before we move too far into this campaign is, what is a conversion for you? All right, what is a conversion? We talked a lot about where the buying transaction happens in the marketing calendar, the promotional calendar section of this training, but we need to now say, since we're speaking about a campaign, one campaign, what is a conversion? Is a conversion a sale online? Is a conversion printing out of a coupon and bringing it into a physical location? Is it skipping the coupon and just coming into the physical location? Is it booking an appointment? Is it scheduling a 15-minute consultation, right? What does a conversion look like for you? Because if you don't know that, then we're not going to be able to architect a campaign to achieve that conversion. But don't worry, I'm going to walk you through some scenarios to help you figure that out. So just like the previous campaign, this campaign should reference the previous positive action. Again, that's going to be a recurring theme. We don't want to talk about the things that our subscribers didn't do that we wanted them to do, but when they do something that we did want them to do, we need to reference back, right? Positive reinforcement, and keep walking them down this journey by celebrating the things they did that we wanted them to do. So we're always going to reference back. It also answers the question, why are you sending this to me? All right, why are you sending this to me? Now, the real important thing that this campaign is going to focus on is overcoming or inoculating against known objections. Right? What are the known objections? And we're going to talk a lot in email copywriting about how to figure out known objections and how to know how to overcome those and what phrasing to use. Now, here's another big one. We're going to prescribe the next logical step. We're going to tell them, if you're interested in this and you did this, here's what I need you to do next. And then we're going to ask for the order. And that's everything we're going to go through in the engagement campaign. So again, the customer journey, we're focusing on subscribers that haven't converted. All right, this is where we're going to convert, and whatever that means to you, we're going to convert a large number of subscribers in this campaign. So remember this, the not scenario. Remember, the person, your customer, is not staring at their phone, waiting for your email, waiting for you to contact them. Well, here's the new scenario. You may say, hey, and your new customer or prospect may say, I'm so glad you called. I was just thinking about you. Now, why would they say that? Right? Now that your subscriber knows who you are and you know what they're most interested in because of deploying the indoctrination campaign, now you have to answer 2 questions, right? You have to answer 2 questions for yourself. So question number 1, what's the next step I want them to take? What do I want them to do next? What is that next logical step? Question number 2, and this is a biggie, do I have any reason to believe that they're actually ready to take that step? Now, just because I want them to take that step does not mean that they're ready to take it. It doesn't mean that it's the next logical step in a relationship, right? Always think back and reference email or any marketing to real relationships. So if you were speaking to someone face to face, if it were someone you actually know, someone you actually care about, hopefully those are your email subscribers, but think about it more like a friend or a family member. If they had just met you, if it was a friend, and you wanted them to, or they just met you, they just said hello, they met you at a party, what would the next logical step be? Right? The next logical step in that relationship, if you're asking too much, then we need to take a different route than if your next logical step is, hey, want to hang out tomorrow, right? That may be a logical step and we can ask for the sale immediately. So asking these 2 questions. Now, I'll tell you, it does hurt to ask, right? It does absolutely hurt to ask. It never hurts to ask, the old saying. It absolutely does. If you ask for too much too soon, it can damage the relationship. And that's just a fact. Remember, email is relationship. You cannot damage a new relationship by saying, hi, my name's Richard. It's nice to meet you. Can I have $1,000? Hi, my name's Richard. It's nice to meet you. May I borrow your car? Right? Hi, my name's Richard. Can I stay at your house this weekend? If we are thinking of normal relationships, if I walked up to you after being introduced even by someone you really trust, and those were my next words to you, you would not start to build trust and like with me. We would not become friends. You would probably find an excuse, walk away, and go as far as to tell one of your friends how crazy I was. Right? The same thing happens in email. Don't ask for too much too soon. So let's go back and look at 2 possible scenarios in the engagement campaign. Because remember, ideally someone has just subscribed, and these may not always be linear, but ideally someone has either just subscribed, they've seen your indoctrination series, or they've come back to an engagement series from some level of inactivity on your broadcast list. So scenario 1, we just met, so I'm thinking we should get married. And your prospect would probably say something like, are you serious? Never call me again. Now, scenario 2, coffee was fun. Want to grab dinner? Sure, when? So the question I want you to ask is, which one are you? If you've got nowhere to go but marriage, you need to focus on deploying a nurture campaign. So let me give some examples there. If you are generating and building a list because you're an enterprise level SaaS solution, maybe you're an HR company or a payroll management company, you don't have usually a small entry level sale. You have to go straight for marriage. You have to say, hi, my name's Richard. Would you like to get married? And subscribers don't like that. So we need to focus on a nurturing campaign and remembering, what is a conversion to you? If you're an enterprise level solution, a conversion is more than likely not an online purchase. If you're selling a $125,000 to $250,000 HR and payroll solution, you're not going to have them enter a credit card online. It's not going to be an online buying transaction. It's not going to be something that you send them over to a long form sales letter or a video sales letter or an information page and they click the buy button. It's going to be a consultative sale. It's probably going to be several appointments that lead to that sale. We just have to make sure that the nurture campaign understands what a conversion is, understands the customer journey to get to that conversion, and nurtures them appropriately to move them to each step so that you can make the sale. So again, this could be an enterprise level solution. It could be a luxury item. You could be selling homes. You may be a real estate agent. You could be selling mortgages, right? Or any kind of professional services that it would not be appropriate to say, hi, nice to meet you. Can I offer you this mortgage? Right? Can I run your credit? Now, can that happen? Yes. Is there usually a higher conversion rate if some nurturing is done? Yes. All right, absolutely. And we're going to show some examples of that. So let's go back to this. We just meet and I say something like, so I'm thinking we should get married. And you say, are you serious? Never call me again. It's because we need a nurture campaign. So the first thing, I shouldn't say, nice to meet you, I think we should get married. I should start having a conversation. Nice to meet you. Right? So let's go in and say, in this example, going back to the PR or the PR company, the HR company, or the payroll service. So in this example, someone's just requested a report. Right? Remember, everyone should enter your list on a specific topic or lead magnet. So in this case, the example would be a report on top benefit packages for key employees. Right? If I'm looking to maybe change HR services, or maybe I don't know, but I'm looking for employee retention, I may be open to switching to a HR company or a payroll services company that also offers benefit packs. So if I were to download this report, there's a good chance that I'm a relevant prospect for an HR or a payroll management company, right? So what would happen next? If I downloaded this report, would you just say, hey, great, thanks for downloading the report, so you want to sign up? Average package for your size company is about $125,000. No, you wouldn't. Now, you may be saying that, maybe not that direct, but that may be what you're doing now. And let's go through and see what you should be doing, and hopefully you'll understand on a better way to do it. So let's take an example here and look at a nurture campaign. Now, a nurture campaign is going to start with consumption, right? Consumption of whatever it is they just requested. In this case, they just requested the report on top benefit packages for key employees. So the first subject line I would write to that person, because my goal with this email is to get them to consume. To further this relationship, to start the nurturing process, I need them to consume, to acknowledge that I've provided value in advance, and to cement myself as an authority. So I would send an email subject line something like, "Did you get the report?" Pretty simple, not all that cute, but it's effective because I can reference back to the previous positive action that they took. Hey, yesterday you requested my report, top benefit packages on key employees. Our automation sent that out to you, or the system should have sent that out to you immediately. I just wanted to make sure that you got it. Right? I just wanted to make sure you got the thing that you requested. It's really, one, starting to build up a nurture, making sure that I'm following through with what I promised. But two, the bigger part of that kind of section of the email would be to get them to remember that I'm emailing them because they requested something and I did my part. Right? I did my part. I followed through on my promise. Then I would try to send them back to some specific section of the report, and maybe even throw in, P.S. if you have any questions, reply to this email or give me a call. I'd be more than happy to answer them. But very passive at this point. Now, day two would also be a consumption mail, but I really want them to consume, so I'm going to be more specific with this mail. So I may say something like, "Worried your best employee is leaving?" Right? I'm entering a conversation that if they've downloaded this report or if they were looking for employee benefits, I know that's probably either something they've thought about or a conversation they're actively having in their head. So I'm just entering that conversation. I know the pain points. I know the reason that someone would be interested in this report, and I'm going to start to speak to them. Worried your best employee is leaving? Question mark. And I'd go in and again reference the report that they requested and that I sent, and some specific sections in there about easy things to set up to make sure that they're maintaining talent, right? They're maintaining and their employees, their top employees are sticking. So again, I'm going to come back with a consumption. This time I would probably lead with something like, "How can I help?" A couple days ago, you requested a report on the top benefit packages for key employees. I sent that over to you. I've sent you my favorite parts via email the last couple of days, and I just wanted to ask you, how can I help? And I maybe would put in a couple of testimonials. We've helped tons of businesses attract and maintain A+ talent, and I'd love to have a conversation with you and figure out how I can help you do the same. Then I would take a day off. Now I would come back and focus on proof, because again, we're trying to walk them down a road of nurturing and relationship building, eventually in this case to set up a call, right? Because that is the conversion if I'm selling an enterprise level solution, whether it's a SaaS or a contract basis. A conversion is setting a consultation on the phone or via like GoToWebinar, online meeting. So I'm going to go with proof and a call to action in the next email. Enter the conversation that they're either already having in their head or they wish they were having, right? What would they wish they could say? Now, in this case, if this is going to be proof, it ideally would be a testimonial, right? A case study from an existing customer. Now, if you don't have that, you couldn't say something like that. But in the event that you had a testimonial, and I'm guessing if you're selling anything, even if you're not asking for testimonials, that you've probably got testimonials and case studies despite no effort on your own. I know we do. So I would say something like, "Now my employees love me." Why would that be a subject line? Why would that catch my attention in my inbox? Because if I downloaded this report, if I was actively interested in that, this is something I wish I could say. It's in quotes. Right? I wish that I could say, "Now my employees love me." And I would go into that and say, "Hey, first name," assuming you have that. I wanted to share a success story of one of our customers. I know you're on a journey to create the perfect benefit package for your key employees. Here's a success story of how company X was able to do that and what they had to say. And I would put in their success story and then have a call to action of, I'd love to talk to you about how I can help you achieve these results in your company, and hopefully have your employees saying things like that about you. All you need to do is go here to book an appointment. All right? That's a great email. It's a great nurture campaign. I'm starting to make sure and transition from, hey, I'm adding value up here, to this is working for other people. This is possibly the solution you've been looking for. Now I'm going to go with another email that's just like the next one on day 6. It's going to be proof along with a call to action. And it's going to follow the same principle as the previous one. I'm going to enter in a conversation that they probably wish they were having. In this case, I may say something like, employee retention and referrals are up 300%. Now, if I have a case study or a testimonial from a customer that says that, the person that's interested in this report definitely wishes they could say that. Definitely wishes they could say that. So it would be exactly the same. Here's another great example I found when going through my inbox, and it made me think of you. Check out what this person said from this company. Go into the case study and then go into another call to action. I'd love to schedule time to talk to you to see if we can help you achieve similar results. That word was hard for some reason. Similar results. No obligation, just a quick 15-minute calendar or 15-minute phone call. I know you're busy. Just click here and choose the time that's best for you, and we'll jump on the call. And I promise you, if I don't add any value, if we don't come up with anything, I won't email you anymore. Now, if you're going to email them, don't say that. But if you're not going to, if this is kind of it, then say it. There's no reason not to. Then I would finish this nurture campaign, and look, this is only 7 days, right? 7 days we're going from I just met you to maybe we should have a phone call, because we know that a phone call is the next logical step in a conversion, in getting the sale. So I would go with something just dead on and say, have you finalized your employee benefits plan yet? Now, if I downloaded this report, that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for, right? That's what I'm looking for. So if I haven't yet, and I know that you just reminded me, then there's a good chance I'm going to let you help me. So that email would be very simple. Hey, a couple days ago, you requested this report. I sent it over to you. Hopefully you've read it, shared some amazing success stories and case studies. I just have one question for you. Have you been able to finalize your employee incentive plan yet, or benefits plan yet? If not, don't worry, it's okay. It's difficult. Doing this is not easy, and I know because I've done it for over X number of businesses, and I'd love to talk to you about how I can either help you set yours up or at least give you some information that will help you. Book an appointment, go here. That's it. That is a 7-day nurture campaign that keeps you from saying, hi, my name's Richard, nice to meet you, would you like to get married? But still leads you down the customer journey to a conversion that ideally leads to a very large sale. And that'll work for enterprise level, it'll work for large ticket sales. So forget the subject lines for a minute. Look at the email types: consumption, consumption, consumption. Proof and a call to action, proof and a call to action, and just a call to action. So if you're selling something that's very expensive, and when you capture a lead, the only thing you have left to say is, would you like to get married? I urge you to create a nurture campaign structure like this in your business to walk them down the appropriate relationship building road before you ask for that sale, right? Before you ask for the sale. But that was an extreme. If the next logical step is small and you know they're ready, then you shouldn't go with a nurture campaign. You should go with an upsell campaign, right? If you're leading with a very small item, or if you've led with a decent sized sale, but the next commitment, the next logical step is so small that there's no reason to go into a multi-step sequence to build up want or trust, then you ask for it. So let's look at this scenario again. Coffee was fun, want to grab dinner. Do I need 4 emails to talk to them in a normal relationship? Like take out email marketing. If I'm that good looking guy and I had coffee with that good looking girl, my wife would kill me, but we're living in fantasy land, so let's come out of that scenario for a second. if this was me, I would not follow up with her 4 times to talk about how amazing coffee was, to inform her about why I chose the coffee I chose, or why the beans were roasted here, or anything else. I would say, coffee was fun, want to grab dinner? And she would probably say, sure, when. So how do we do that online? How do we do that with email? Let's take a different example here and look at 2 campaign structures. The first one being less aggressive and less time sensitive. We call it a goodwill campaign. So the sample report requested here, we're going to go back to the mattress company, right? My new mattress store, and say that I've had a new customer. They've requested the 7 simple tricks to get more sleep, right? It's a great it's a great lead magnet. It's a great report as long as it's valuable content. I know anyone who's looking for that is thinking about, how can I get more sleep? Now, they may not actually be thinking about buying a new mattress right now, but they may. I know what their desired end result is, and I can craft a campaign to get them there and tell them that, hey, really, if you want that, there's a good chance that this mattress is going to help, or any new mattress is going to help. So how would we do that, assuming someone had just requested this report? Well, in a goodwill campaign, I'm going to focus on consumption, or at least a hybrid thereof, for the first couple of emails. So on the first one, I would say, did you get the report? Right? Making sure that I've truly added value in advance. I would probably, in this email, transition a little bit faster over to the call to action. Right? In this case, the call to action may be to come into the store or to use a coupon code on my e-commerce platform. I'm going to take a day off. And now I'm going to go into consumption again. Now in this case, I'm going to say, did you try sleep trick number 3 yet? Right? Be very specific as to something in that report that you want them to read. Did you try sleep trick number 3 yet? P.S. We're having a huge, mattress sale. We've got queen size mattresses starting from $95 for, bring this coupon in to see the selection, or click this link and enter this coupon code to see the selection. So in there, I'm going to also start kind of teasing a call to action. Same format here, proof and call to action. I'm going to go back and say, customer testimonial. It felt right to sleep, or I fell right to sleep the first night. I fell right to sleep the first night. If a customer's saying that, then I'm going to say, well, I want to say I fell right to sleep last night. I want to say that. So what did this person do? That would lead into a testimonial, case study, call to action, right? Whether it's go here or come here. Print this out, bring it to the store. Go here, enter this coupon code to see our mattress sale, right? Proof and call to action again, get more sleep tonight, or I woke up feeling refreshed. I woke up feeling refreshed. Again, proof, call to action. You're going to need some testimonials and some case studies here, but you've got them. Surely you've got them. Someone in your company has them. You're just leveraging them. Now we're going to go with a call to action and be very, very specific. 40% off our best-selling mattresses, right? I know they wanted sleep. I'm going to make sure I add some value in advance. We just met. I'm going to show them that this stuff works for other people. Now I'm going to tell them, hey, if you really want more sleep, now's the time. It's a good thing you just found me because we have a 40% off sale going on. Right? That's if you're going to go goodwill and be a little less aggressive. Now, let's talk about if you're going to be more aggressive or if you have a deadline. Right? If you have a deadline or some urgency that you're dealing with in your initial upsell campaign, it may look a little something like this. And we call this the throat grabber. So it's going to be more gain, logic, fear-based. So the first email would be gain, get more sleep tonight. Right? And that's going to be strictly promotional and have a call to action in it. So it's going to be a gain email. This is the benefit, right? You will get more sleep tonight. I would go in and have that email strictly focused on whatever your conversion is, getting them into the store, getting them to redeem a coupon code, getting them to print a coupon out and bring it in. Whatever that is, this is direct asking for the sale. Logic, the same thing, just a different mechanism. So get more sleep tonight, 40% off our best-selling mattresses. Now, understand the difference between the two messaging here. Logic is the math, right? If I want more sleep, if maybe I believe that what this mattress store is telling me is correct, that a new mattress is going to be the thing that helps me get more sleep, and they're 40% off now, if I decide later they were right and I pay full price, I'm going to feel foolish. I'm going to feel foolish, so logically, I should at least look now, right? I should at least look. Now we're going to go into fear. Because again, this is a throat grabber, this is aggressive, so fear, sale ending soon would be the next email. Another fear, save 40%, only 48 hours left. And another fear, warning, sale ends at midnight. So you see how either the nurture or the upsell and even the upsell tone can be so different from one another. But it's still moving them towards the conversion, whatever the next logical conversion is for you. So when we come back, we'll talk about the next phase, and that's the ascension campaign.